Milan Adil, please.
Yes, you are witnessing first of all, which of the following best describes an objective of contract negotiations? You are witnessing a procurement negotiation of a project that you will manage. The negotiation are being carried out by your company procurement manager and team. You notice the seller trying to overprice by including numerous hidden charges. So these are the arriving at a reasonable and mutually acceptable price, understanding the seller price, creation of the procurement management plan, identification of all price risk and risk to the sellers. So you notice sellers are trying to overprice by including numerous hidden charges, arriving at a reasonable price and mutual. So this is arriving at a reasonable, reasonable and mutually acceptable price. This can be an option.
Okay.
And undercutting seller prices, I think it should not be. We will not consider this one. Creation of a procurement, no, this will not be as a creation of management plan. No, this cannot. Identification of all project risk and risk, no, it cannot also.
Very well done. And that is the right reason. You see, guys, interestingly, the entire information before this was useless. The question actually is, which of the following best describes an objective of contract negotiation? The question was just asking, what is the objective of contract negotiation? That's it. All other information was distracted. That is why I always say, read the last line first. Anamika, next question. Anamika?
Yes. So
Please.
as the project manager for a subcontractor responsible for the, okay, we should start from the last question, last line, sorry. What control procurement tool and technique are you using to ensure all parties have a mutual understanding of the work in progress? As the PM for subcontractor responsible for the design and installation of a HVAC in a large regional hospital, you lead weekly walkthroughs of the work progress with the buyer and the main contractor. So control procurement tool and technique you are using to ensure all parties have a mutual understanding. Is it A, audit, B, inspection, C, data analysis, or D, claims administration? So
Yes, my friend. What is what does the question actually explain you? What does the question says? What does the question says to you?
work in progress, how to identify the work in progress.
Okay, yeah. So what will your answer? Yes, Anamika.
So I'm looking at this. When we look at audit, it gives you the, it's basically checking how the process is working.
So yes, so
tool for inspection will be when the product is ready. So here we are looking
not
at
necessary.
work is still in progress.
Not necessary. Inspection can be
Not necessary.
in inspection. You are checking the deliverable, not necessary. That inspection has to be when deliverable ready. The purpose of inspection.
Or you can inspect in between.
Anytime you can inspect. The purpose is you are checking the checking of deliverable is called inspection. Checking the process is called audit.
Yeah.
You have 17 seconds. I need an answer.
I think inspection is something that they can do as a.
Why? You know, I never
So
take an
audit.
answer. I never
Yeah,
take
yeah,
an
without
answer.
the reason.
Yeah,
Yeah. The reason I'm saying inspection, data analysis and claims administration is a clear no, because they don't. I
claim
feel
that
they
there is
don't
no
really.
claim, so let's
Yeah.
eliminate claim. We don't need to
Yes.
analyze the data. Let's now come. Let's play the reality.
Yes.
A or B.
So
Why?
now it's between the audit and the inspection,
Hmm.
and
Okay, so understand this thing. We have the understanding of what we have understand. The question says we want to have an understanding, mutual understanding, right?
mm,
Right? Of what? Of work in progress. What is work in progress? Deliverable. We want to have understanding of what we are making is right or not, and that is
right.
inspection. Your answer is right, but I don't care.
Mhm.
I care about justification, right? Understand the terms, how the question is asking. Audit is, if the question was that, how the answer would have been audit. Guys, I do recommend that for every single question, you do what if analysis. What if this happened? What if this happened? How the answer would have been audit. The answer would have been audit if the question says that you want to make sure, you want to have a mutual understanding the right process is being followed. You are following the same process as agreed, then it will be audit. When you want to check work in progress, it's not audit. Make sense to everyone?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Any volunteer to solve the next question? Anyone raise the hand? Otherwise, I know I'm gonna give question. Okay, Hussein, go ahead.
Okay. You are the project manager of a
Then
network
I
replacement
recommend
project.
read the last line first.
Okay. You contacted the procurement department to develop a list of firms that have the capability to do the work. What should the procurement department do next? Okay, you are the project manager of a network replacement project for a 40-floor office building. You plan to hire a contractor to replace the cables. The work has to be completed in such a way to have a minimum to zero disruption to the tenant organizations during business hours. Due to the complexity and the risk inheritance in this constraint, you believe it's necessary that a firm with significant experience and a track record of success be contracted. You contacted the procurement department to develop a list of firms that have capability to do the work. What should the procurement department do next? A. Prepare the list of qualified sellers. B. Develop the evaluation criteria. C. Negotiate a contract with an experienced firm. Prepare a uh, solicitor package to be sent out to prospective sellers. The answer would be C. Negotiate a contract with an experienced firm, because this is a business critical requirement. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the procurement department should negotiate with an experienced firm that we know who will have this capability.
Hussein, that was not the exact question. What was the question actually? The question, what the topic is asking the question. What is the real question here? That is the entire story. This is not the entire
Okay.
question.
Okay.
What
Yeah.
is the real
Yeah.
question? No,
So
no, don't tell me the
the
answer.
re-
What is the question? What is
okay.
the real question here?
Okay. The real question is you're contracted to you contracted procurement department to develop a list of firms that have the capability to do the work. What
Yes,
should be the procurement department do next?
yes.
So they should prepare the
Yeah,
list of, yeah.
yeah. The point, this is the thing that what I want to discuss here. We get lost in the question, especially when the question is that long. We get lost into the question when the question is that long. The question was not asking you to get negotiate an agreement. The question was just asking you, like, make a
What
list
is the
of
next step?
people. Yeah, make the list of those people who are able to do that, right?
Agreed.
Make the list of
Yes,
those
agreed.
people who are capable to do that. You know that you are good in the solving question, but since the question was long, you lost what the question really asking. And that's why I asked you read the last line. You read the last line, you identified it, but once you read the question, you missed the point. We did not need
True.
those people. We need to get only the list of qualified order. Here we are asking list of firms. Get me the list of firms. They will make a list of qualified sellers. You don't need to build a evaluation criteria. You already given them the evaluation criteria. You don't need to negotiate an agreement. You do not have to send a package. So there is no other answer as come apart from this. Guys, understand this thing. The question of that two-liner, they are more difficult. They are more critical. But the question that are full paragraph, 90%, they are easy question. You just need to identify what one point they are asking. Okay. Here they are, you ask them to make a list. So answer will be to make a list. Let's not make things complex. Okay. Thank you, Sen. Thank you very much. Habib, you have a question or you want to solve the next question?
Yes, sir. I have a question because project manager has asked the procurement department to make the list. So we assume that they made the list and it came to the PM. So PM will next go through the list, isn't it?
Okay. Is there any option, first of all, to go to the list?
No, there is no option, but because as a PM, like here, the question is not telling that you are the procurement manager. You are
you are the project
PM.
manager. You are the PM. We agreed on that.
Yes.
You
Yes, we
contacted
agree.
the procurement department. You talk to
Yes,
them to
yes.
develop a list of firms. Give me
Okay,
the
then
list of
yes.
firms. Give me
Okay, they prepared it.
give me the list of firms who have the
Yes.
capability to do the work. That's it. We ask them, give me a list of companies who can do this thing. That's it.
Okay, okay. Then the last sentence, what should the procurement department do next, not the
Make a
project
list.
manager?
Yes, procurement, make a list. It's the like I go to the Google, tell me the top 10 restaurant where I can eat masala dosa. So it will give me the list of with the department where the nearest I can go and have masala dosa or someone else. What else? That's the same simple thing. I know it was a long question so that it made the entire story. That is the beauty of PMP exam. There was a time 2 months back, 80% of the questions were like this. What would you do? Will you get lost? No, 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 no. Stay back, be calm, understand what is the real question. 90% of the time, the real question is either in the last 1.5 line or in the first line. Okay, this is important. Yes, Hassan. Yes, Hassan.
I just want to do the next question.
Okay, sure. Go ahead. You solve it.
Negotiations with the service provider have failed. What would be the next best thing to do? Service provider contests the payment your company has made, stating that he should be paid $2,500 more than what he has currently received for the number of hours work. Negotiation with the service provider have failed. Do nothing, negotiate once again, but this time involve yourself and the CEO of your company. Initiate the alternative dispute resolution mechanism. Talk the service provider to
This
the
is
court.
take to the service.
Oh,
provider.
sorry. Take to the so no, we have many options. Then doing nothing. So eliminate A. Negotiate once again, but this time involve yourself and the CEO. So parties have not changed. Eliminate B. Initiate alternative dispute resolution mechanism. Yes. Take the service provider to court. That might be the last option. So next best thing is C.
Well done. Very well done. Thank you. Okay. So Sajjad Saab, please, last question.
Okay. So it's complete, so not likely to change. What type of contract is most commonly used when the product specifications are very detailed, well-defined, and not likely to change? Time-lapsed, cost reimbursable, fixed price or lump sum, time and material. So time lapse is something with the timing. No. Cost reimbursable. Normally it's not like that. Fixed prices or lump sum. Yeah, that is the option. That is normally just, and time and material. No, time and material, no, also.
Very,
For
very,
me, it's a C is
very
the
well
one.
done. Very well done. So these were the 5